What's going on, guys? For this video, I'm just going to talk about carb loading the week before contests, generally known as peak week, and just kind of the different methods with that. I made an Instagram topic about this recently, like a week or two ago or something, but I figured I'd just do something for a video form just for my YouTube channel. So yeah, with the carb loading and peak week before contest, there's basically two different approaches. There's the front load and the back load. And I'll kind of go over the pros and cons of each. The front load is when you carb up, usually on Monday and Tuesday, and try to reach your peak on that Wednesday. And then if you kind of reach your maximum fullness level, you'll just maintain that fullness until the show day on Friday or Saturday, just by adding and keeping ample carbs into your system. And you may have to do like another mini carb up on Friday to kind of, maintain that fullness and stuff, but the bulk of it should definitely be kind of done earlier in that week. And the pros of this is it's a more conservative approach. So if you carb up too much earlier in the week and end up, spilling over, it gives you a few days to kind of clean that up. So less risks there. But generally, that first carb up's probably going to be your best one. So while you can kind of maintain fullness until show day, in my personal opinion, it will never be quite as maximal or optimal as that first carb up when you first peaked earlier in the week, like on Wednesday. Okay, and then there's backloading as a method. That's generally done when you carb deplete basically the week before, and you carb up generally on either Thursday and Friday, or sometimes just Friday in a more kind of intense, rapid approach there. The pros and cons of that is cons. It's obviously more risky since you're doing it like right before a show. If you don't know exactly how much carbs to carb up on, it could potentially backfire. If you carb up too much, you're spilled over Saturday morning with no time to clean it up. And if you don't carb up enough, your muscle just may be a little flat on Saturday, and may not get your maximum pump and can't fill out as well as you would have liked to. So I guess if there's a one side to be better on, it'd be probably better to be on the under carbed up side than over carbed up side. I think it's a little bit better to be flatter and more ripped than just spilled over, because definition is just everything on stage essentially. So basically front load, less risk, maybe not as maximal performance or maximal peak, and back load, more risk, but in my opinion, the opportunity for a more maximal peak. Personally, with myself and with all my clients, I like to lean towards a backload. I know it's definitely more risky, but considering I like to really take my time with preps and start out people way in advance, get them ready, a few weeks before a show. Ideally, we'd like to do a practice peak week a few weeks before then, so then we can kind of toy around with some carb numbers on that Friday and see, exactly how much he or she can handle without spilling over. So even though there's definitely more risk involved, I like to take away a lot of the risk as much as possible by coming in prepared and, having a kind of idea of, how much they can handle or how much they can't handle. So in my opinion, it's only risky if you're completely unprepared with it and haven't done any type of like practice or prior peak or something. Alright, that's basically that. So if you're interested in one-on-one coaching, my email is in the bio below. Once again, leave any comments about any video topics you'd like to see me cover in the future. Subscribe if you guys want. Much appreciated to those guys that do. Other than that, till next time.